stories you are about to hear represent the true voices of parents as teachers. Over the past year, we asked you to share your experiences with us through StoryFront. In the midst of group meetings, home visits, paperwork, and the daily grind, these stories remind us of the many ways parents as teachers impacts the families in our communities.
My name is Amanda Ratliff. My position with Parents as Teachers is the Franklinville Parents as Teachers Coordinator. Tom, now her youngest is 2, and we have it's a mama book, and each page there's more and more animals on each page, and they, it's a little boy that goes around looking for his mom through all the rooms of the house, and the only word on it is mama, so she can read that, and she can read with her child, and her youngest child loves reading that book now. So she'll actually sit down and read with her child, whereas before there were not even any books in the home environment.
I was introduced to this program. I come from a low-income background, a Hispanic family, where parenting was something that we believed in, that it was a natural thing, and that no one could tell us how to parent or to raise our kids. Do these visits with him and changed his mind, changed his whole life. I believe that the Parents as Teachers curriculum and program had changed the way that he would parent his son, and gave him more independence and more confidence.
To know this family, and they'd asked me to come, and their son was about 1.5 years, and when I went there, he was a very different boy. He just loved looking at books, but not picture books. They're just totally, everything was just writing. He knew his alphabet, like he could put the alphabet in the correct order, like she had these alphabet cards, and he loved stacking things and doing things over and over again. And red flags kind of went up in my mind, knowing that, it looks like there's some autism here, but this being her first boy, she really didn't see that. And so when I would come over and do the activity, he was in his own little world, just doing his own little thing. And the mom would actually do the activity with me, and he would he'd be playing in the room, but he would never interact with us. And that really concerned me, and I would try to bring different things like puppets to try to draw him in, and he still just kind of stayed in his own little world looking. I brought like a finger puppet, and I just started singing Mary Had a Little Lamb. And on one of the home visits, and he stopped playing, and he looked at me, and that was the first time he had ever responded, and he just stared at me for the whole song, and then after the song, he clapped because his name was Danny. So I just went, Danny, and he stopped what he was doing, he looked at me. And his mom said that that's the first time he had ever responded. It was like in that time we found that music was such a connection for him. And so we started doing almost like treating our home visits like an opera. We really got far with him, and I just really felt like that was such an early intervention with him, and trying to pull him, because with autistic kids you just constantly want to get them to come out of them. Right. So.
I'm a late bloomer. I graduated from college at the age of 52, just a few years ago. When I graduated, I really didn't know what to do with the education that I had and all the background that I had in working with children. When I moved to Chester, I was given the opportunity to make application for this job as a parent educator, which at the time I didn't know what a parent educator was. I went out there, and she had the house had burnt down. But fortunately, she was safe, the children were safe, no one was hurt. I didn't know where she had gone, but began to follow up a little bit and found out that she had moved across town. So I kept up my in-home visits there, stayed with her. She met a wonderful man. They got married. Now she's doing very well, and the little girl that I was working with is doing very well. We got her into Head Start. Plus the visits I did at home made a difference for her, and today they are working towards getting there.
Casablanca Community School Baby Face program in Babe Jewel, Arizona, which is about 40 miles south of Phoenix. We referred him to one of our collaborations, which is our early childhood specialist who could go deeper in the testing. Well, lo and behold, when they went into further, there was another issue with his ears and the hearing part. I don't remember exactly what they did, but with us not detecting this early enough, he wouldn't be talking and had this help without our ages and stages. So this is a critical part, and we have helped two little ones, a boy and a girl, in our own program.
We want to share these stories with you in hopes that even more of you will use StoryFront to tell us about your successes. Thank you for being a part of the Parents as Teachers family.